G'day, Mike from Aussie Mike's Bees. At an interesting call out this time, we've got a lounge chair that's been taken over by a swarm. This will be a different cutout. We're going to cut open the lounge chair and find the bees inside and vacuum them up, and they've only been here for a week or so. I don't expect to see a lot of comb, but you never know until you dig in there, and I've got a box ready to frame up any that I get. Being the usual problem though, it's new comb, it might be too soft to do that. So we'll just wait and see. Here we go. They were sitting under the cushion. That stirred them up a bit because they're exposed, and they've got a bit of comb there, so I'm going to cut these straps out of the way and start vacuuming. So some got out, but the bulk of them are still in there. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. I'm happy with that. So there's a few that got out when I pulled the basket out, and I was expecting that. What I hope they will do is just gather around the vent in the bottom of the bucket, because that's where the smell of all their sisters will be, and the queen. So if that all works out good, we're in business. We'll continue this tomorrow. Okay, it's the next morning, October 23rd, day after my 60th birthday. So we're all ready to move them now. I've just had a listen and I can hear buzzing inside. That's a good sign. So all I'm going to do now is just pick this up and move it over. I've got the baseboard there. I've put in an entrance reducer because it is a small colony. I can see a bunch of, a little cluster of the ones that escaped yesterday have formed on the bottom of the baseboard. and there's a couple of bees inside on the mesh. This is it. Let's move them across and see what's left in the bucket. This is all a bit of an experiment. We'll see. It should be reasonably painless to move them straight across. There's a tiny cluster in the bottom of the bucket and a few around the top, but otherwise looks like they've all moved in. This is good news. I'm going to come back a little later and feed them. I know it's spring and there's a good nectar flow on, but these guys, being so small and they've got a lot of work to do to build comb on foundation. I've got a little bit of comb in there that they hopefully can get started on straight away, and maybe the queen can lay. But otherwise, I think a bit of syrup will help them get along with that. There you go, a relatively painless way of moving the bees into the colony. I'll take this adapter off. You can see a few bees there. And I'm just going to lay that bucket on top of the hive and allow them to crawl out, because I think before real long, just as an aside, another good part of doing this is when you're vacuuming, sometimes a bit of debris can fall, or get sucked in. That's all at the bottom. When you do an up-end version, all that debris falls into the hive as well. This is another plus for this method. I'm pretty happy with the way we've gone here. I'm just having a quick look for the queen, see if she's on one of these little clusters. I can't see any detail down the bottom, so I'm just going to leave this here. And with any luck, the ones inside will start nasonophing, and these ones will find their way in. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, share, maybe even subscribe if you want to, so you can keep up with what's coming. Lots in store. I've just got to find the time to shoot the videos. Beekeeping, it's an obsession.